Well, the White Sox first road game of the season ends in defeat. They lose their third game in a row, all three losses against teams in the American League Central, which really feels like 6 losses, right?
Yes, because the way they started, they played last year against that division. All of a sudden, they start pile up. I'm not down on them yet.
Yeah.
Nope. They have to. You put it up in the season. They have 2 bad games, 2 really bad games in the last game against the
Angels.
Twins.
Twins. Yes.
And now today, that's the game you really seen. They don't see nothing going on either way. No pitching, not hitting. We will see better games than we see today.
Yeah, well, welcome to White Sox Postgame Live, presented by Yuengling. Around the 8th inning, I could have used a Yuengling or 2. The Sox had 1 run.
They don't have any here.
Yeah.
Come on, send it.
Where's the Yuengling? Are we allowed to drink after? We can drink after wins and losses. You want to celebrate after a win. You want to drink your sorrows away after a loss.
That's what I did all my career. Every time, why you celebrate? Why you drinking? I'm happy. Why you drinking? I want to forget.
I want to forget the game.
I want to forget about the game,
Give me
please.
a Yuengling. So the offense was quiet until the 9th, and we'll get to the offense, but Jonathan Cannon was shaky, and he was struggling in spring training. You're thinking, well, it's spring training. And then his first start against the Angels, 5 scoreless. He kind of hammed and egged it, but he made a 5 scoreless appearance. What happened with him today? Because he really was struggling with his command.
You can see that sweep slider want to be. I was right in the middle of the play. I think he was struggle finding the play. All of a sudden, when he wanted to find the play, he could. You see that boy was, even close to the plate. That was, nothing. Nothing was close. Nothing was hittable. I was really, really surprised they only scored 3 runs against him.
Yeah.
With 3 walks, 3 Ks. I'm really, really, really surprised they don't go out and score more runs. But I think the Tigers put a good hitting technique against him. They were chasing the bad pitch, but I don't know if it was the weather or he can hold the grip, but something was about it because this kid most of the times is around the plate at least closer than what it was today. Today was all over the place.
I mean, a couple of times I saw him kind of licking his fingers, trying to warm up his hands, but, Jack Flaherty was playing in the same conditions, and he pitched great here today.
Well, it's all depends. It depends how you feel exactly. Maybe it was a humid down there. It feel a little different. By the way, the difference is he not pitched good against that ball club. Even last year, he struggled against them.
We've got the numbers. So there is something about the Tigers and Jonathan Cannon. And if you look at his 4 starts in his career against the Tigers, the numbers are eye-popping as he has an ERA way in double digits. See it right here. An ERA of 11 versus the rest of the league, 3.62. The Tigers do have a lot of lefties that they can throw at him, and that really is the matchup that is his kryptonite. He had a good matchup against the Angels because they have mainly right-handed hitters. He's got to do better against lefties.
But the thing is, when you have fastball changeup guy, you're going to have problem against lefty. But he have quarter, his good changeup, and his fastball, it was upper 95, 96. But any of those work for him. His changeup was ball. His quarter wasn't caught the way he should be caught. His fastball was like pumping up the glove. Just a lot of things against him today. Unfortunately, the bad game today. Hey, you got to be ready for the next game.
Yeah, in the bottom of the 3rd, he had a hit by pitch, a walk. Tigers added 2 more, so he gives up 3 runs in 3 2/3. Unfortunately, it didn't work out well for him. So Cannon made 2 outs in the 4th inning. All right, just hold them down because, like you said, they're only down 3-1 at this point. They bring in Brandon 𝗍and he didn't have it. He's actually facing a lefty in 𝗵𝗫 Carpenter who does not hit lefties. And what happens? 𝗵𝗫 Carpenter goes deep off of 𝗍and then it all unraveled after that.
It's a funny thing about it because always we have people on base. Always they find a way to hit a home run. Every home run, most of the home runs, because guys on base. And that's one thing they got to stay away from, the big runs. And when you hit the ball to left field, this one right here, 2 out, opposite field, you have to show a lot of power by there because even Benintendi thought he got a chance to catch that ball, but even it wasn't a great pitch, but it wasn't that bad. He just got a good swing on it.
Yeah, so Carpenter in his career, 41 home runs against righties. He had only 4 against lefties, and this was number 5, and that was a big one, going the opposite way. And unfortunately, the White Sox were in a big, big hole. So the White Sox need to manufacture runs. They do not have a lot of power. They got to find ways to score. Now, granted, it was a 7-4 final. I'm not sure how much this one thing we're going to talk about here would have made a big difference in this game. But going forward, there are little things that you can do as a team, even if you're supposed to be one of the best players on the team, that can help you win. We're going to go back to this date, 2005. You're like, why are we talking about 2005 on this date? Well, it was opening day. White Sox are playing the Indians, as they were known back then. And we're just going to show you what happened in the scoreless game in the 7th. This is a double by 𝗵𝗪 𝗠𝗃. So he ends up on second base with nobody out in the 7th, and 𝗕𝗓𝗓 is up after him. This is his first game with the White Sox on this date in 2005. And what does he do? He goes the opposite way just to try to get 𝗕𝗃 to third base.
Well, it's a winning baseball. It's a winning attitude. You know what he's doing. He's a veteran player. He's been playing for a winning team, and he knows exactly what you need to do to win some games. That's the ball. You know, we're running in contact. We make the shortstop try to hurry for the ball, and we score.
All right, so the White Sox won that game 1-0. It was the only run in the game, and here's what 𝗕𝗓𝗓 said after the game. You know you've got to get him over somehow, some way. That's what Ozzie preached in spring training. Late in the ballgame, I know as a veteran player what it takes to get him over. I'm not trying to drive the ball. Now, that was late in the game. It was a scoreless game. We're going to go to today. Now, today, this is the first inning. But there's a similar situation because Miguel Vargas had a leadoff double. Look at the at-bat here by Luis Robert Jr. Does he try to go the opposite way? Should he have? What do you think?
He lay off, and he tried to go deep with that pitch. 2 balls, 1 strike. All of a sudden, lay off and a good slider. But when you chase that with men on base, you try to stick your head on the ball and try to at least put the ball, try to put the ball in play opposite way. He just went out there. Easy ball to drive to there. Yeah. Ball slider away. You just got to put the bat out there and just roll it to second base. And I guarantee you, if that happened and they scored that run, the team got tendencies.
They get fired up.
Like, okay, there we go, boys. Especially with the best hitter they have on papers.
Right.
With the best hitter, that means they show you, look at what I do and let's go. And everybody will continue to do that. That's how you build. That's how you build winning ball club. That's how you build winning cultures. That's how you build. That's the way we play the game. Coming from the top. Coming from the top, not from Baldwin or anybody. Or Sosa, coming from the big boys to show the kids, hey, that's the way we're going to play the game. That's the way we should.
Right.
And we're going to play the game from now on.
And so what happened after that strikeout, the White Sox made 2 outs. They could not score. But if you get Vargas just over to third base in that scenario, he had 2 strikes. At 2 strikes, are you changing your approach?
Well, I don't know. I might do it myself, but I think he's a power hitter. But he got an easy pitch.
But look what 𝗕𝗓𝗓 was doing.
An easy pitch to hit it up there.
Yes.
If that ball was in, well, like a sinker, it's kind of hard to shoot him back there. But it's a slider. You just put the barrel on the ball, hit a torpedo. Hit it with torpedo.
Torpedo.
Yeah, easy ball just to go to right field. But he never think, I'm going to go that way. Because you go that way, you're going to see that pitch longer and see it better. I'm going to get jammed. That means I want to let the ball go deep on me. That's how we call it in baseball. I'm going to get jammed. Make sure that ball go deep to me, and I try to hit it that way. If I fail, the worst thing I can do is move this guy's over.
All right. It is way too early in the season to define anything, to get upset at anybody, to get too excited about anybody. But Robert, you want him to have at least a good first half, right?
They're going to need him.
They need him. So, listen, he batted .300 in the spring, 4 homers, 6 walks. That's spring. So far, he's struggling, and that has been his calling card. I don't know if it's because of the cold weather, but if you look at his numbers in March and April in his career, he's batting .238 with a .696 OPS. In May, he's batting in his career .326 with a .931 OPS. This does not trend well for Luis Robert Jr. if you go off of that for April, because this is especially this year, a very cold weather month for the White Sox because they're playing in all cold weather cities except for one, that's Sacramento. Everywhere else is going to be cold.
But it's one thing about it. Let me see the Cuban guys I have with me. I have Ramirez, very bad.
Manny Ramirez?
No.
𝗵𝗪𝗓 Ramirez. Talking Cubans,
Ramirez.
yes, 𝗵𝗪𝗓.
Oh, my God, very bad. Poor guy. He really, really feel that weather. 𝗕cie 𝗶𝗹, I never played with him or never seen him.
He was pretty good in the cold,
and
actually.
it was out there swinging the bat. But this one you have to say, that's why Walter Reno say, survive. Survive, buddy, survive. How you going to survive? Try to put a better bat. Don't go out, try to swing everything. Make sure when you swing one pitch, it's going to be on it. That's how you survive. You try to survive chasing pitch. Don't get lucky.
Yeah.
Get good.
Right.
That's why Walter Reno used to tell us, hey, don't get lucky. Get good. Get good. Don't go there and say, hopefully, you put it over the plate, you get a base. No, try. Make it happen. And that's what happened to him. Hopefully, getting better at bats. You learn from the process. Hopefully, you get better at bats later on in this month.
All right, so in this series, on paper, this is probably the matchup that did not go well for the White Sox on paper, because Cannon has struggled against the Tigers in his career, and Jack Flaherty is probably their best pitcher facing them in this series, and he goes 5 2/3, 3 hits, 7 Ks. What did you see from Flaherty? What did you see from the White Sox against him today?
Not a great stuff. You know, he only pitched 5 innings, 2/3, strike out 7. That's a West big part. But the one thing about it, he only 2 base on balls. 2 base on balls. He got his changeups was working for him very good. Slider was dropping very well. You see, that slider looked like a changeup.
Yeah.
Speed-wise. You see? I'm like, oh my God, that's a slider, but it looked like a changeup. You know, fastball, way locator. You know, I mean, he do so many great things today, and that's why I think he pitched the type of game pitch against the White Sox.
Yeah, I mean, he was with the Tigers last year, also with the Dodgers. He lost his first game against L.A., at least the Tigers lost that game, but he gets the win here today. Jack Flaherty does. All right, going to break here on White Sox Postgame Live. When we come back, we're going to talk about Brooks Baldwin, who has looked really, really good so far. Might have been my pick to click. He drove in a couple runs. We'll talk about that, the 9th inning rally. We're going to hear from 𝗻𝗁 𝗟𝗶𝘀 as well.